Bad karma means you have problems in life. Good karma means you have abundance in life. The only enemy is your suffering state. Karma is the force, dharma is your purpose, mukti is your state. None of you can escape this force. I cannot escape it, you cannot escape it. Nobody can escape this force. All these three, if you can get it right, then you can look at an extraordinary life.
Krishnaji, what is karma, dharma and mukti? And how are they connected?
So karma, dharma, mukti are all extremely important for your life. Mukti is your state. It is your enlightened state. So mukti is your inner world. It is not a way of living, but it is the way your inner being is. So all the people here, tapasvis, who are going through your enlightenment journey, it is going through the journey of mukti. The ancient sages and saints in India have said, three important things are very, very important for humanity. Right now, for you, those three things are pleasure, good partner, and the money in the bank. Yes? Yes. Okay, so those days, these were not so important. What was very important was understanding greater things in life. Like why do problems come in life? What is the highest state I can live from? What is the force that is controlling me? So the ancients were discussing these topics. And the ancients said that mukti, dharma and karma are extremely important for one to be very, very happy and for them also to have a very successful life. Mukti is your inner state. That is, ultimately, you should learn to live in an enlightened state. What is enlightened state? Enlightened states are great states of compassion, delight, love, peace, witness. It goes on. Aham Brahmasmin, Tattvamasi. It goes on and on and on. But we focus on a few very important states when you come to tapas. You must learn to live in this state and function from this state, not from a state of suffering. If you learn to live in a suffering state and function from that state, then you're going to have a lot of problems and life itself is painful. Right? What's the point in you having intelligence, beauty, money, everything? At the end of the day, all that you're suffering. You're in stress. You are in fear. You are insecure. You are angry. What's the point? Right? So, becoming enlightened, that is being an enlightened parent, enlightened leader, enlightened friend, enlightened partner, enlightened youth. This is extremely important. This vision that every aspect of your life you should be an enlightened being is Shri Prithvirji's and my vision. Okay. Earlier, the understanding of enlightenment was basically a renunciation and becoming detached to the external world. Everyone saw the external world or the materialistic world as an enemy to enlightenment. But for me and Shri Prithvirji, there's nothing like that. The external world or the material world is not an enemy. What is important for us is your state. For us, the only enemy is your suffering state. Okay. So, that suffering state must go away. That suffering state is something that you must learn to become free of. Dharma is your purpose. That is, if we look at our life as a pizza, I will say that there are 4 slices to this pizza. The first slice is your body. The second slice is your relationship. The third slice is what is it that you want to do for Mother Earth. And the fourth slice is your work or profession or business or whatever it is. In 4 aspects of your life, you must discover your dharma. Today, you are all basically living your life from conditioning. That is, you are basically living seeing your parents or seeing your grandparents or someone telling you something or comparing or society's norms, something or the other. And some of you are getting very good at it through your skill, through your knowledge. And you're continuing to live that life. But that is not the dharma that you have discovered. You have to discover your dharma. Dharma means you must discover why you are here on this planet. What is the reason you are alive? What is the purpose behind my partner relationship? What is the purpose behind me having children? What is the purpose behind me going and doing my work? What is the purpose behind my business? What is the purpose of my body? What is the purpose for Mother Earth? Okay? You have to discover your dharma. That is dharma. Dharma means discovering your purpose. Many think and believe they know their purpose, but when they go through the journey called NOVA, the Network of Oneness Achievers, that is the journey for discovering your dharma. There you slowly understand that you are far away from dharma. You have not discovered your purpose at all. So, many, I do Sangats, right? There many people come and see me personally. And one of the most important questions that people ask me is, Krishnaji, can you please tell me what my purpose is? Or they'll come and ask me the question, I have everything in life, but I feel I'm lost. I still feel I don't have anything in life. So as Shri Trikaji and I travel and meet so many people from different societies, cultures, different genders, age group, this is one question that used to keep coming up again and again and again. And we said, okay, we will launch a journey for discovering your dharma, because both Shri Pritaji and I, we have discovered our dharma and we live our dharma. So we said, let's share this gift with the world. Let's share how to help people discover their dharma. So we found time for that. We are doing that. So you have got Mukti, which is your state, Dharma, which is your purpose. Now, karma is a force. It's a force that is generated through your actions. It is generated through your actions, generated through your parents' actions and through your ancestors' actions. Now, this force is like a shadow that is always following you. It is following you, your family, your friends. Now, bad karma means you have problems in life. Good karma means you have abundance in life and wonderful things in life. So if you have a wonderful body, it's good karma, it's good health. If you're having bad health, that is manifestation of bad karma. So karma is a force and an energy that is always a shadow, just like a shadow. Now, the ancients said that karma is the fruit of your actions. The most important contribution that Sri Pritaji and I have made to the world is that it is not just your action, but it's also your state. It is state and actions, okay, that go in making your karma. So it's a very, very deep subject, karma. Understand that karma is a force that is being generated because of your state and your actions. Now, this force just doesn't stop with you. It passes on to your next generations, like your children, your grandchildren. And suppose you don't have children, it will go into your sister's children or brother's children. It's a force that will travel in your family. None of you can escape this force. I cannot escape it. You cannot escape it. Nobody can escape this force. Both good and the bad. So it's very important to understand karma. But remember this, that as tapasvis, the more you're able to live in an enlightened state, and the more you're able to function from a no-suffering state and free from this maras, you are opening the doors for good karma to flow into your life. And you're also planting the seeds of good karma that will flower in and give fruits into the future at your next generations. So if you think of karma as a tree, that's basically, you can say, 3 roots. One root is the karma from your own life. That is your words and your actions. Then you have karma from your parents, and then you have karma from your ancestors. And you will see karma as the way you will detect karma in your life is there'll be certain patterns going on in your family, both for the good and the bad. And those patterns are all karmic patterns. They call it as karmic patterns, where It will continue from generation to generation to generation. It will keep continuing. But these patterns can be broken. And these patterns can be demolished. It is possible when you go through a very sincere, honest, spiritual journey. Then these patterns can break. I give this example always for good karma. A year ago, there was this small little girl in Africa, and they're from a very, very poor family. So to explain karma, I give this example. Basically have no home, nothing. And the mother and the girl, they go to a very small shop, and they buy a loaf of bread to eat. And the little girl is so happy that her mother got her a loaf of bread. And she's holding that loaf of bread and she's so joyful. And someone clicks a picture on the phone, seeing this small little girl being so happy that her mother got her a loaf of bread, and posts that picture on the Instagram. That picture becomes one of the most famous pictures circulating in the world. See how happy this little girl is with the loaf of bread, and that loaf of bread becomes so famous because the whole brand is visible, everything is visible. That company which makes the loaf of bread, they're so touched. So they adopt the kid for life. They adopt the kid, they adopt the mother, they get them a home, they get their education, everything. They take care of her for whole life. Now, how do you explain this? This is good karma. This is called as the manifestation of great good karma in the child's life. She did not go and post an image and spend billions of dollars trying to circulate the image, nothing like that, right? So, a certain events occurred, beautiful events occurred, and those beautiful events ultimately gave her a beautiful life. So, this is the force of karma. Somewhere, someone has that good karma in their family or ancestors. That karma is manifesting in that 3-year-old child or 4-year-old child. So somewhere, someone takes a picture, posts it, and today her life is changed. So this is how karma flows. So if you take it for bad karma, it's the same thing. You will invest money in thinking, oh, something is going to be fantastic, and then the bank balance is zero. Gone. All money gone where you invested. That is a manifestation of bad karma, where people cheat and we get cheated. So every one of us, all of us have good karma and bad karma flowing. But as you go through a spiritual journey and as you learn to live more and more in a no-suffering state and a beautiful state, you change the current of karma. But then there's science behind karma, which is a very unique learning. So karma is the force, dharma is your purpose, mukti is your state. All these three, if you can get it right, then you can look at an extraordinary life. Otherwise, you're living a very mediocre, by-the-book life. It's okay. It's okay. You're surviving and you're living. It's okay. But to live an extraordinary life in terms of the inner state of being, not in terms of how much money you have or don't have, no. In terms of, for example, that little girl, that smile, that joy, that happiness that captured the world. What is its worth, right? That is her inner state, no? What is coming out in the picture is her inner state. The power of that inner state, right? That moved the world. Wow, how joyful this girl is. In little small. So that is the power of your state. So ultimately, everyone should make your state extremely important. Yeah, without your state, you will all collapse.